Hello there, beautiful collective. Welcome to your reading. It has taken me over 6 weeks to come up with this reading, and I feel like it's time to bring it out, even though I feel like I haven't really gotten the whole gist yet. And I have a few stuff written down here, some information as well. And before coming up here to speak about this or to channel this, I didn't know, I was looking to set an intention for, like, who is this for? Where are you at? Or where is this meeting you at? And one part of it came as this is for a protector. The other side came as this is for someone needing protection. Then there was another part that felt like this is for someone who is a protector and is needing protection. And then there's another part of this intention that came to be this is for someone who could feel like something has been taken away, and then they're being shown that there is still hope that is right there. They're being shown that that star power, whatever this is that it was supposed to ignite them, that was supposed to keep them alive, that was supposed to keep them in this place of, is a childlike energy that I'm getting. I feel like someone may have been a protector or may have felt the need to protect others so much that they have forgotten themselves. This is for someone, in summary, who is being told that it's not too late to find yourself again, or it's not too late to rediscover what it is that you're all about, or what it is that keeps your creative juices flowing, or some kind of creativity as well. And this is not so much about the service aspect of this, it's more about your own juices. It's a form of a flow that I'm getting. So it means that you have experienced a lot of stuckness, or some situations have required you to do that. Now, it's like in the process, there's that thing of looking down upon another. So you could be a protector, but then in the process, you're being told that it's also not too late for you to reignite that. So I feel like as you are protecting, you're also shown that you're being protected. So I'm going to show you the intentions that I set, or I try to set at the beginning. What is the intention? Unfolding. It's like a bud of a flower, a rose that is unfolding or is opening up, is flourishing. The heart of the matter, someone who is looking to get to the heart of the matter. And in the middle of the heart, I have the ear right there. So there's a listening, a form of intentionality that you're looking to do. Then there is a foundation. So you have some foundation that you have set over time. And then there's justice, balance, and reciprocation that you're coming to. And then the collaboration, co-creation. So I'm getting a star-like energy here. Now, when I wanted to do this reading, there was a part of it that felt like I was going to do it for Scorpio, Aquarius. And then I felt like this was also for Gemini, for Capricorn. Then there was Taurus, there was Cancer, there was Aries. So I was like, okay, I feel like this is more of a collective energy. And somehow this zodiac signs, these energies are coming up, or these houses are coming up more for maybe where something may hit for you, or where something may make sense for you. And then from the tarot deck, I got these two main cards, which is the Death card and the Star. These two main ones. And then after that, I got the Judgment card and the Ace of Swords. Now, with the Judgment card and the Ace of Swords, it's a resurrection. You see, there was that energy of it's not too late, or there's something that is coming back alive. So that's why I'm getting that you're a protector, or you may have maybe given your life to a certain service, or your time, your energy. And wherever you are at right now, the emphasis is on your inner child, the emphasis is on your destiny, and your star. It's to do with your star, it's to do with your power position. So let's leave that on the side. And for the Death and the Star, this is one that got to me a lot more, because I had to go further into a bit of a research regarding the Death card, especially from this deck, and the Star. So you see the death card has what this deity that is called Nut or Nut, and is a deity of the night sky who swallows the sun and digests it into 3 forms and then giving birth to it again in the morning or at dusk. And it's only in the night that we have stars shining. And then somehow I was being taken to, it is circled back to, you know, that energy of a protector as well. Someone who is a protector. It's like there's something about the way that you operate that it slivers, or it penetrates through everything and anything so much that it can easily be overlooked. So it's like without the dark, we cannot have the light. Even though it's as a result of the light we have the dark, but the dark continues to be the dark. And that applies to the, I don't want to call it energy, to the nature of this element that I'm picking up here. It's an element, it's not ether, it's an element of its own. It's the universe. It doesn't have a name. Even the universe is not a name. It is just a universe. It's one song, one song. So it's like a flat line, right? So the death continues to penetrate through everything and everyone. And that is how your nature comes in as well. And the reason this message is coming up, if you're asking, is because of some kind of resources that you need. And the way that you're showing up is, while resources are important, you understand the importance of resources. Let's say finances, you know, in your daily affairs and what you're doing in order to accomplish what you need to do, a mission, because you're a star seed, but then I feel like somehow you're aware that you are a chosen one, but you may not be so much into the star seed perspective. Now, don't get me wrong, you could be a chosen one and you're fine with it, but I feel like there is a star seed energy, which means there is an adventurous energy that is wanting to come through you. And I could be speaking on one hand to someone who is like into that adventure already. You know, you travel, you do stuff, and it doesn't have to be in the physical, but again, it's to do with the creative flow and juices, right? So I could be speaking to someone like that who is already into that, like into the energetic aspect. And then I could also be speaking to someone who has actually lost that over time, who has lost that, and you're being told that that seed is still alive, you know, that seed is coming back to life, and that is where I'm getting the bud and the flower together. So there's something within you that is coming alive, that it's actually you. It's something that could have been dormant or may have been left dormant. Maybe with, you know, the business, with you having to do something. So let's get back to the resources. Now, while the financial aspect is important for you, you're getting that and more. What you're getting is a pull. And this is where the collaboration and the co-creation comes in, because you are coming to a place where, to say this very plainly, you have people that are being forced to collaborate with you. Now, this is not forced in terms of like being forced by the universe. No, it's like you are in such a frequency where they have to collaborate and co-create with you. Hope that makes sense. So it's a form of co-creation rather than a forcing. But the way that I'm getting is like you have situations that, and it's not coming up as duty alone, but is a part of a duty right now for them and for you as well, because it's a co-creative process. So you also are part of that pool. And that is how you are co-creating. And the one way that you continue to do that is to be in that flat line. So picture an ECG, like this electrocardiogram, or even an EEG, but the emphasis is on ECG because of the heart area being here, and community and generosity as well. For an ECG, there's always a flat line. Somehow there is a flat line, and that flat line shows like there's no life. But without that flat line, even if we may not see it, you know, in the frequency that is going, or even in sound frequency, the flat line continues to be there. It's like it spans everything. In the midst of the ups and downs, the raggedy edges, there is still the flat line. And this is where the dark night comes in as well, the dark night of the soul. And I'm also picking up Pluto in Aquarius with these two energies. Pluto in Aquarius, even with the Judgment card and the Ace of Swords together, right? So there's that thing of Pluto in Aquarius of power to the people. And this one is giving power to a certain group of people. Power to something that has been, it's like it has been in its seed stage, so to speak. And it's like there's been a reason why that was supposed to be. There was a time when you were supposed to come back, or there was a time where you were supposed to do something. And I feel like, just like I said earlier, something feels elemental. Something feels more elemental than saying, oh, you know, power to the people, like a protest. That may be it. But in your own way, this pool of people that I'm picking up on. But there's something that has to come back alive, and it's a seed. I feel like this seed was left dormant. The picture that I'm having here is like, you know how people are being put to sleep and then they're taken to another planet. So over that, the travel, it could be years or plenty of years, thousands of years. They get to that place and they're still preserved. So this is what I'm getting here. It's like this dormancy hasn't happened because, yeah, while situations may have felt like, or maybe this has even been overlooked, now it's time for this to wake up. So there is a certain level of destruction with the Tower, number 16, and restoration with the 17 energy that you have had to navigate. So one aspect of this that I am getting is there's someone who has been in the Tower, the chaos and the calm, the storm and the calm, the chaos, the calm and the chaos, so to speak, all at once over the course of time. And here you have the balance, 16, 17, 33, right? So there is a balance that somehow happens in the something that looks odd or something that feels chaotic is being brought back to order. So someone has been in that process and you've been in that infinity. You've been existing in that. So you could be a star traveler, a time traveler. And that's what I'm picking up, more of an element than an energy. Then there's another person that I'm picking up who may have been in the Tower alone, or a group of you who have been in the Tower alone. I don't know how to describe the Tower alone, but it feels like it could be an expertise that you have where you have to operate in a certain frequency, or there is a sense of destruction. So this is where you can be called a glitch in the matrix, for example. But I feel like the Tower in itself, somehow you have the calm, so you kind of fall into the first class. And then there's the second aspect of this that feels like you have been in the calm. And then you are gradually introduced to the Tower. So it's like as this seed is coming alive, it's getting to explore limitations, you know, because it's growing and it's growing. Imagine a seed that is planted in earth or somewhere, as it's growing, it's also navigating difficulties, it's navigating obstacles. But again, at the end of the day, it comes back to the first class of all of this, because you all fall into that. So the calm is the restorer, the harmonizer, and the stabilizer. So somehow there's been a borrowing that, and you're further coming with this collaboration and co-creation. I mean, I'm just speaking so you can apply this the way that it resonates, but I felt guided to sit here and do this without trying to over-explain some things as well. So we have borrowing here in terms of the collaboration and the co-creation, and it's going to happen more, or like it's going to be happening more and more for you the more you are aware of who is working for you. Because once it was what was working against. For some of you, it could have been the other way around, what was working for you. And somehow there is a meeting of the two that is going on. Then we have the destiny thief, the past lives as well. So with the tower, there is an emphasis on the past lives, you know, with all of that journey, the turbulence as well that you have experienced in your energy, in your well-being. So this is also a lot to do with your own well-being and generosity with self. For someone who has been the tower and the calm together, or the tower and the star together, and as I wanted to say that, somehow I had, it's like my memory felt like it was wiped. But that is exactly something that I was about to say was similar to that. Feels like there's a wiping here that is happening, or some kind of wiper, right? So it's like you're having to see through the storm. And if you have been in the tower and the calm, then you have situations that have opened up portals to come with you, or to come into this lifetime. So it's like you're continuously getting to see that. It could be in the same family. It could be in the same community. Wherever you're at, you could live in maybe a narcissistic situation, maybe an abusive situation. You come to another environment, you find something similar, something like that. And you get to see that indeed the law of attraction is beyond just you attract who you are. Yes, that could be true to some capacity, but it's like it goes way beyond that. It's like layers upon layers here. Yes, you're a star seed. With the infinity sign, there's that life, death, and rebirth. So the death continues to span through everything. So the more you're comfortable with the void, the more you're comfortable. I could either be speaking to a hermit energy, like someone who is used to retreating, or someone who is actually getting more comfortable with that. I feel like I could be speaking to two extremes here. And here it says balanced, question mark, never over. So this is never over. But it's like as you are getting to understand this aspect of borrowing, it's like you go to a library and you agree to return it a certain day. That is how this works. So the more you're understanding that, then you're becoming more balanced and harmonious. And you also are becoming that for others. And that is what we want to see. Wow. And then with the tower, I'm also getting some kind of tantrum. You also could be in this place where you're ready to have tantrums, because that is what it's all about. It's about your childlike energy that is coming to life. There is good news. There's rapid manifestation as well. With that number 8, there's a lot of rapid manifestation that you're in, and there's an energy of grace that you're coming to. Elevation as well is an ascension process. Then with the tower, talk about the past lives, we have the hunter, the hunted. You know, a lot of fear. So the deep fears are valid. Confrontation of obstacles as well. So that is where, as the flower is growing, there are obstacles that could show up. Maybe it's a stone, there's something there, and again, it could be in the form of people. There is that confrontation. It's never balanced. Create harmony. Lessons learned. And known many deaths is significant regarding the death card and the star being here. You have known many deaths. Why? Because you're the star. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes. You're the phoenix rising, period. That is what you are. You're a transformer. You're a transformer that spans through the ages. That has spanned. And I'm getting this question. It's not really funny, but it's sounding funny. It's like someone could be asking, is this your last lifetime, or are you going to come back again? Someone could be asking that. But that is because of your relationship to something not often talked about. Death. You have a special relationship with that. So you know that there is something that you're here for. And the good news, I'm getting good news that you are finding it. There's something that you have been looking for and you're finding it. And that is to do with this star energy. There's something that your inner child has been yearning for and it's been searching and searching. And it's finding it. It's a home. It's something to do with. You know, when a child is having tantrums, like they need attention or something like that. So there's something that you're finally gaining, and you knew deep down inside that you were not supposed to get this by yourself alone. Yes, it required a certain level or it requires a certain level of work on your path or on your part in terms of sitting with the void, but you knew that it wasn't supposed to be you alone, and this is exactly what you're gaining. So there is a pain, there's something that has been hurting that is you're finding a remedy for. As I speak, there is a lot more information that is wanting to come through, but I'm doing my best to pay attention or stay on track with this. And then finally, what came was finances, resources with the blue, safety, joy, keeping the best of you to you. You get to have that. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you get to have that. Let's see what we have at the back. Yes, the resources with the blue here. And then there's that thing of protection. What is that? I can't remember. Yeah, protects. And then protection, strength, 8th house. So your 8th house doesn't necessarily have to be Scorpio, but your 8th house could be significant or something about the number 8, which is that as above, so below again. Crossroad, transmutation, mirror, and power. Yes, you also act as a mirror. And this may be a time where you are also being a mirror. Like, it's like there's something that you're seeing more of about looking and reflecting another person's potential, and also that being reflected back to you. And this is why you have had to hold space all this while, right? This is why you have had to hold space. So I feel like October, with the justice energy, October, Libra season is going to bring you more times where you hold space. Not often fun. It comes with a lot of emotional regulation. It comes with a new level of emotional mastery on your part as well. But you're getting to see that there's a reason that you have been holding space all this while. And if anything, you're having that being given to you. It's like you're being told that it's time to hold space, and you're told that no, you don't have to do that all by yourself. And then I did a bit of research, just like I mentioned, with the death cards and the star. And it says the Nut is the night sky, a starry-bodied figure standing above the earth. This is Geb, yeah, Cronus, father to Zeus, Hades, Poseidon. So there's something about the earth, but this is the leader of the earth. This is the cloaked figure right here, and this is called Geb. And Nut is over here with the starry skies. So death. And then we have the 3 suns over here. And according to this, Geb is, I'm not going to get further into the research aspect, but Geb is connected to farming and fertility. See that? And then the night sky is the one who gives birth. So we have Osiris, Horus the elder, Seth, Isis, and Nephthys. And somehow here there was some kind of a marriage that happened. And there's also some kind of betrayal that happened here as well. So I believe the 5 children are pointing to change and conflict resolution as well, and even some kind of emotional regulation. And this is why we need to come back to the first part of this reading about family and your structure, foundation, and stability. There's something about that is being highlighted here. And I mean, I'm not going to go deep into that, but it's to do with power. It's to do with a reclamation of power on your part, and how you get to keep, okay, how you kept could be significant, how you get to keep the best of you to you. Whether we're looking upwards or we're looking downwards, how you get to keep the best of you to you. This is what it's all about. Wow. I'm going to leave this right here. There we go. And get a few cards. So with the Judgment card and the Ace of Swords being here, this is definitely a resurrection. You see the Big Dipper right there, the eagle once again, or what looks like a hawk, an eagle, but it's saying that there is a power. There is power. Ace of Swords, power position once again. Wow. Okay, so let's see what comes from the ancient stones. I could say a lot more here, and the emphasis will be on the hunter and the hunted, the tower, the calm, the chaos, and the calm. Yes, there's that thing that we do of healing from within, and there's also that part that comes to do with the vertical, like when we look at the vertical in terms of generations, and then we look at the horizontal in terms of what is bigger, like what goes to community and the life force energy. Yeah. And you come somewhere right in where you get to have it all. Okay, you come somewhere around that. If there was like a category, you come somewhere around that. And this is where this message or this channeling download is reaching you. Okay, so what do we have from the ancient stones? There is one more thing that is coming up, so I'm going to see what this is first of all. The gateway. Open doors, opportunity, and right timing. Absolutely. It feels like a heaven and earth. It feels like something that you are gaining, something that your soul has been yearning for, and you are getting it. The cave. Retreat, time out, self-care, and slow down. At the bottom of the deck, weather the storms. Let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. So what I got before I picked out the cards is regarding a destiny thief. A star thief. What I picture here is, and I feel like this is going to be prominent in the month of October, it's like the bath. Imagine you have a bath, a basin, and there is water that is being drained. So it feels like the water is draining. It's a basin that I see. So there's something happening in the earth regarding a draining. So something draining in terms of life force energies. Now you have divine intervention that is working for you, where you see, I feel like it says that you see the writing on the wall, or you see the writing. So it could be that something that is written in one language and you are seeing it in another language. So it could be that you work with a light language, or there's some kind of language that you're seeing. So that means you're able to see between the lines, or you're able to see something for what it is regarding a destiny swapping. You've had a lot of those encounters over your lifetime. This could be friends, this could be acquaintances, but there are situations that have just seen something about your star. This is not about the presence or absence of money. It's about something that you have had within you, and now you have come to a place where you get to have that. Again, keeping the best of you to you. There's more coming up regarding that, and the emphasis is on the child or the inner child. So however you are going, just know that what you're doing, the void, that emotional mastery, it goes a long way. A new level of compassion as well. Then you're facing some kind of mission that you need to have, because it's like this is a mission. This is a mission that is coming back alive, and you're right here for it. So I'm going to read the gateway. And the gateway is showing up as 3-3, which is number 6. And 6 is connected to the lover's energy in the tarot and harmony. So the lovers is like a gateway as well. The gateway, open doors, opportunities, right timing. Ancient temples and ruins whisper secrets through the ages. Grand doorways serve as gates to times that once were. In the middle of nowhere, still they stand tall, guiding adventurers to dream into the great mystery of times forgotten, and how they too may come again. The gateway card is a guiding light for exciting new possibilities. Okay, I'm being guided to read this again. Grand doorways serve as gates to times that once were. In the middle of nowhere, still you stand tall, guiding adventurers to dream into the great mystery of times forgotten, and how they too may come again. So you are here standing at the gateway, and you're going to guide adventurers to dream into the great mystery of times forgotten, and how they too may come again. So it's like this is something that you are here to pass down. You're here. And you're helping others to remember. The gateway card is a guiding light for exciting new possibilities and opportunities that are rising within you and beckoning you forth. The ancients laid stones with such precision that they aligned with the cosmos above, and this card is like that for you. A moment in time where everything is in alignment. Things are sinking. Doors are swinging open for you. Don't worry about the details or overpacking or even over worrying. The portal is opening, and life is on your side. This card usually appears with a message of positive new beginnings and right timing. Opportunities are being handed to you on a platter, and you are being invited to choose a new timeline for your expansion. Your gateway may come through a challenge you are facing. It could be a hard-earned dream coming to fruition, or it may simply be a key to your destiny appearing on your path. Saying yes to your gateway is saying yes to a higher desired outcome. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your destiny. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your expansion. It's just so wonderful to receive this card in a spread for the message that there is a rare gateway opening just for you. Soul inquiry. What new direction are you being called to take? What new opportunity are you being called to embrace? I'm going to leave this on the high note that it has ended on, and I hope that this was conveyed in a way that it reaches you wherever you are at. And yes, I hope that. And without going too much into it again, I'm going to leave it for now and sending so much love, and do take care. Bye bye.